Howdy folks, this is Shane. Welcome to the In the Blues Tone podcast. It's now July 7, 2016. If you are watching on YouTube, I put the entire podcast all at once up at inthebluespodcast.com, where you can use iTunes or any podcatcher to download it straight to your device as well. You can either listen via the website if you're not sure how the podcatchers work, but if you've got iTunes or whatever, you can definitely search for it and download it there. So the first thing to mention is a bit of news from Bill Finnegan. Now, if you don't know who that is, Bill Finnegan is the brain slash engineer behind the Klon Centaur and the Klon KTR, which I currently own as well. It's a great pedal, but he's finally releasing something new that isn't just another Klon, or a variation of it anyway. So he's gone for what can only be considered a clean boost. This pedal is unnamed right now. It has two controls. I kind of wish he made it the same size as the KTR, like the enclosure, but he's made it smaller. Being that it only has two controls, it probably doesn't have as much, inside it as the Klon. But just for, uniformity reasons, it would have been cool if he had have kept them all the same size. It does look a bit smaller, but what's to say it's not going to change. Premier Guitar had a video on this, which I'll link in the cards of this video so you can see how it sounds as well. It's an interesting looking pedal. Both of the ins and outs are at the top like the Klon KTR. The volume and tone control are sort of off-centered, so they're to the left, to the left, and it has an LED on the top. As it stands right now, the enclosure is basically unfinished, so it's just typical, that silver color that you get from enclosures before they've been painted. So it has two controls and they sit sort of off-centered to the left, and both the ins and outs of the jacks on the top. I have a hard time thinking that a clean boost will be as iconic as the Klon, but it's great to see Bill doing something different finally, other than just re-releasing the Klon. So this is cool. It can work in combination with your sound just to give you a little bit more. And I'm sure a few of the guys in my circles will end up with one. I might as well. We'll see how it sounds. I want to see some more demos of it first. Yeah, it looks like an interesting thing. I wonder if the hype will be as bad for this one as the Klon KTR when that was coming back out. But yeah, so good things are on the way. I wish he had kept, or I wish that he will keep the size of the new pedal the same as the Klon KTR, just for aesthetic reasons. It looks like the new enclosure is slightly smaller. It really doesn't make that much of a difference. And I understand that this pedal might not have as much in the guts of it as the Klon KTR. But I always think when companies are making more than one pedal, they should sort of all look similar. And yeah, that's just my 2 cents on that. So let me know your thoughts and leave all your comments if you are watching on YouTube.